The sun is going down and I decided to film a video anyways. I was making some like pottery stuff, or it's not pottery, but like some clay like projects. I made this little flower and I made this incense holder. Guys, I broke it. Oh my god. I was trying to show y'all and I broke it, but it's really cute though. Can you see that? Gosh, it's so cute and I just fucking broke it. I'm so mad. It's okay. I think I can fix it. I just have to like wet it and then add more clay. Oh. Well, that was a disaster. I'm gonna paint this flower though and talk about like, I don't know, like this just came to me. I was like thinking about, or actually I was sitting somewhere one day, right? And I was like looking at this flower and I wasn't thinking anything. Like I started zoning out and then I was looking at the flower and I just wasn't thinking anything, but I was allowing the flower to be there in my presence, in my eyesight. And it was just beautiful, like, but I had no words for it. It was just beautiful. It just was what it was. And that gave me this concept because I'm like, wow. And then, you know, I read the book, The Way of Zen by Alan Watts, and in Zen Buddhism, they talk about this concept about like giving things the space to be, not always analyzing things or putting a word or a name to something. And I thought that was interesting because like constantly, every day, our brains are analyzing stuff consciously and subconsciously. And we don't really give things the space to like just be. And a lot of beauty is unsaid. A lot of beauty cannot be shown in words. It's just, you just have to see it. It's just beautiful, you know? And just like flowers, the world is full of many of those type of things, you know, like, and we're constantly like putting things in boxes that way. You know, we're like, oh, even if it's a good thing, you know, you could be like, oh, this flower is beautiful, or this tree is beautiful, or the ocean is beautiful, sunset is beautiful. But if we were just to watch that sunset and just sit there and just watch it, we would really see the beauty in it. We would really see how beauty is really unspoken. And I think that's a good presence practice as well that I wanted to share, is to just allow things to just be as they are, you know? Allow things the space to be, even if it's a beautiful thing or it's a negative thing. And you can do this with situations as well. You know, like when something happens, you don't always have to say like, this is a bad thing, or this is gonna really fuck me up, or like whatever, you know? You can just allow it to be whatever it is. And even if it could be a bad thing, it's okay. It is what it is, and allow it to be whatever it is. In your everyday life, you can do this with everything. And I think doing this has really helped me be present, like be extremely present, because it's just, it is what it is. And I can observe things in my life and observe things in other people and know that, you know, it just is. It doesn't always have a label to it. It doesn't always have to be a certain thing, you know? And I think it's beautiful when I'm able to just sit back and like look at life or look at nature and just enjoy it and just appreciate it for whatever it is. And that be it. I'm not saying it's beautiful. I'm not saying it's ugly. I'm not saying I wish I could do this or that. I'm just appreciating life for however it is. And that's important. That's an important concept I read about in that book, you know. Presence is just important in any of your spiritual aspects, you know. Presence is the joy, the beauty, the madness, and everything. And it truly is a gift. That is why it's called a present. It truly is a gift to be present in everything and all that you do. The quickest way for you to know that you're not present is if you're analyzing things. Like if you're in a moment and you're realizing that you're thinking a lot, or that you're like not in your environment, you're more in your head. And if you can't separate yourself from your emotions, you're definitely not in the present moment. That's definitely one of the things that I use to know whether I'm in the present moment or not, if I can't separate myself from my emotions. Because yes, my emotions will always be there, but if I'm not able to sit back and be like, okay, yes, I feel angry right now, but I do know that it's going to be okay, and whatever this is and whatever reason this is happening, it is for my benefit, it is for my greater good. If I'm not able to do that and I'm just dwelling in the problem and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening to me, this happened to me, I'm definitely not present. If you're like in traffic and you're finding it hard to like not be angry about the traffic or find a good thing out of it, like for example, when I'm in traffic, I literally am like, wow, like now I get more time to listen to my bomb ass playlist, because I sat there and curated my playlist to my exact moods, okay? And it's just perfect to me because it is exactly what I feel and it is exactly what I need. And I get to listen to that playlist for longer, you know? Or like, wow, this shitty thing happened to me, but now I get to do this. Just be less in your mind and be more in your body. And this will also give your body the energy to do other important things within itself. Our body sees emotions as a physical happenstance. So when you're dwelling on your emotions and you're not giving things the space to be and you're not in the present moment, your body is literally trying to fight off some imaginary threat because you're like, oh fuck, this is happening to me. And now all of your body's energy is going into that. And that's not good, you know? That's not good at all. So like practice presence in your everyday life by just doing this. Like when you're in your daily activities and you like see something, just like not zone out, but like just appreciate your life. Like take a moment to just sit there and be like, wow, like this is my life. This is what I'm doing. I'm so grateful for everything that's happening to me right now. I'm beautiful. The sun is shining. My mind is amazing. I am listening to amazing music right now, or I am with amazing friends right now, and appreciate the beauty in every little thing around you. And that will bring you back to presence immediately. It always works. That will bring you back to presence. And this is just very important. It's an important concept to grasp, because once you know how to be present, how to consciously breathe, which is breathing through your nose, opening your diaphragm, and then exhaling out through your mouth. Once you know how to do that, and which that will also bring you back to presence very quickly. Very quickly. If I get overwhelmed, I do that. But this is just important for you to know how to do, so that you'll have less anxiety, so that you can focus more on your inner world versus your outer world and create a better external world because of the fact that you're doing that, focusing more on your inner world. Presence is probably like the first spiritual thing that we, you know, try to tackle within ourselves, because that's the portal to everything else when you're able to be present. Give things the space to be, especially yourself. Give yourself the space to be yourself. You know, stop trying to analyze everything that you're doing and analyze all of your emotions and say whether you're a bad or good person or whether you could have did this or that better. You are operating out of what you know, and you're going to make mistakes, and you're not always going to be perfect. So give yourself the space to not be perfect. Give yourself the space to be wrong or mad or angry. Obviously, don't dwell on those emotions, but don't try to curb them either, because that's not productive. You know, it's just something that over the time in my spiritual journey, I started to learn that was important. Giving myself the space to be, giving other things and other people the space to be. You know, don't always try to like say like what this person's doing wrong or how you wish someone could be better. And when you allow people to be as they are, when you give people the space to be as they are, you'll save yourself a whole lot of heartache, because you'll know who needs to be in your life and who doesn't need to be in your life. But you're not trying to change people. You're just allowing people to be as they are and operating from that. Because if you don't like that, now you can rightfully be like, I don't have to deal with that. Instead of trying to sit there and change people and trying to sit there and make a situation different, trying to sit there and be something different than what it is. Take things as they are. Give things the space to be. It is what it is. Life is going on. Everything's happening for a reason. And be okay and content with that. Be okay and content with yourself. Yeah, I don't even know. I just like, when I be making these videos, I just be stream of consciousness. Oh my gosh, you guys hear that bird? Yesterday, in the middle of the night, I woke up and that bird was chirping so loud, and it sounded like it was in distress. I don't know. And I was having a very uncomfortable dream. So then when that woke me up, it was like weird. It was pitch black in my room. The bird was just chirping so loud in the middle of the night. And I always have my window open. So it was like, you know, it was chirping for a long time. Eventually I just fell asleep. But yeah, that was something. I think it's that same bird. She always be outside my window, you know. But yeah. I'm gonna be doing a video soon on meditation, how I started, how I do it now, and you know, just helping people get started on that. And like, I think that's a good video to make, and a good concept for people to understand, and just know that is definitely something that helps me be present as well. And it's a tool that I use. It's not an end all be all. Don't look at meditation as trying to get to something, because then you're already doing it wrong. So yeah, I will be doing that soon. Practicing clear-mindedness in your everyday life will just heal a lot of things. You know, anxiety, depression, all of these things that we struggle with. If we would just be more intentional about the way that we live and the way that our mindsets are, how we think, we would be much happier. Because even when shit goes wrong, I know that it'll be all right. I give it the space for it to be wrong. I'm like, okay, I feel like, you know, damn. But it's all right though. You know, it's all right. Even right now, I'm giving this a space to be ugly, because I don't like it. And I feel like I could do better, but I don't know. It's not coming out the way that I want it to come out. And there might be nothing I can do about that, and that's fine. I'm just gonna continue to paint it. Recently, I went to see Inside Out 2, and it was a beautiful movie. It was very relatable, and I feel like the producers waited until the people who were watching that when they were younger grew up and graduated, and now we've been through it, and now we know like exactly what Riley was like going through. It was like very relatable, and I definitely cried. Like I definitely cried because I was like, wow, like this movie's so real. Like this is really a real representation, you know, of teenagerhood. And it was just a very sweet movie, and I loved it. And I recommend all of you go to watch it. Like children's movies hold so many real life lessons. I don't even think people realize, like, they hold so many real life lessons. You know, like that movie was about focusing on the things that you can control, not trying to change yourself. Give yourself the space to be imperfect, and knowing that it'll be okay, and that you are who you are, and it's okay to be that. Don't try to change yourself for other people. It's okay to have anxiety as well, even though that was like the whole part of the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like, you know, it's okay. Even the negative emotions are okay. Focus on what you can't control and be present. It was just a lot of like gems in that movie, and like, I don't know, I had an idea to make a whole video about it. That's how much I loved it. It was just an amazing movie. But yeah, just definitely go and watch that movie. That's your homework. Go and watch Inside Out 2. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm trying to blend it, and like, I feel like I'm failing miserably. But that's okay though. That's fine. I just want to live, laugh, love, and be happy. Like, I don't know, it's a beautiful feeling knowing that even though I don't have all my goals met, and even though maybe I don't have everything that I want yet, I truly do have everything that I want, and that my life is honestly amazing the way it is right now. And if I don't meet all my goals, I will still be happy. It's just a great way to live, because I am truly happy, and it's all as well. And I am living my dream life already. And I am so grateful for everything I have. Just beautiful, beautiful life, beautiful way to live. Like, I could live out in a cabin in the woods as long as I could get to a lake and swim and eat fruit every day and and ramen. And you know, read, I would be happy. I'll live like that till I was old. It's a beautiful thing, like getting older and then like sharing your wisdom with younger people. That's beautiful. I'm excited for that. It's getting better. I don't know. I am gonna leave now. I was actually kind of excited to take a break from that and then start painting that, but I need to fix it. It's broke. So I'm getting into like clay and stuff, so if anyone has any tips or anything, like definitely let me know, because it's really fun and peaceful. I love doing it. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this little, it's like a little like chill with me, stream of consciousness thing or whatever. I don't know, but thank you for being here and for listening to me, because yeah. I'm really giving this a space to be ugly.